Alright, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome back for more Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. In the last episode, we got Yuichi back from Finnegan. And now we can do that because we've got an ID.
If we're dealing with demons, I'm worried about 6.
But we're not going to worry about 6 right now because he's a big boy and he can handle himself.
Let's go.
There's something else I want to do in Paradigm X for just an episode, even. Because we've got the second of, I think, like 3 side quests in the game. The first one was going to the Amami overpass or underpass or whatever it was. And in this episode, we get to go to the VR park. I spoiled it. I don't need to hear any of your stupid bullshit, Mrs. Fat Lady.
The VR park is currently undergoing Hey, do you think we'll be able to get into the VR park with the operator code?
Let's find out.
The code was PK0930PX, right?
I don't have a voice line for that. Follows, huh? Well, welcome to the VR park. The place where I'm just going to bump into 1,000 walls because my dumbass thought looking directly at a map was going to work out just fine this time, and hey, guess what? Didn't really pan out as well as I hoped. Viewers, if you're ever going to record a series where you're going to need to explore things, maybe pay attention or run through it once even. Anyway, the VR park is a maze, as you would expect, and this would probably be really fun to go through IRL. In this one, you have to go through the path with the least amount of arches. But it's kind of like Strange Journey in a sense that walls are kind of doors in this place as well, so you just gotta pay attention sometimes. And you'll be grand. Rad. So that's the big one for this half. And what do we get for getting through this area? Why, we get treasure, my good friend. We don't get it yet because we still have to find the treasure, but there's treasure at the end of this, hellish landscape of beautiful flowers. We get a Balm of Life. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna... Well, no, we used one against Finnegan, so it's probably for the best if we have one. I don't know if going backwards and, like, or, like, leaving, you have to follow the 2 arch rule, but it's better safe than sorry, yeah? And if we go over to the other side... That doesn't sound good. Don't worry, we'll debug for you. I don't necessarily know what that hint means, but there's probably something really quite simple that I'm missing out on by not paying attention to that. Anyway, similar sort of thing here. Find the path with the least amount of archways. 2 even. I do kind of like the concept of this place. It is very Strange Journey in this respect, but that's a good thing. Though it definitely would have been better if I had ran through this once or twice before. Especially in a part coming out, but I did edit that part out way harder. Because let me tell you, we're used to maps. What if we don't have maps? Though I do really like the music in here. For some reason it feels very 90s, something that I feel like some fun RPG Maker game would try to replicate. Alright, this is the room I was talking about. No map, doesn't even show walls on the bottom. There's a lot of treasure in here, but there's a lot of... You kinda have to poke around and also figure that out yourself. But yeah, I'm surprised that like a lot of those RPG Maker games haven't tried to like replicate Soul Hacker's soundtrack a little more. Because I don't know, something about this game feels just as melancholy as, say, like Yume Nikki or something. Though I feel that way a lot about like 90s like cyberpunk sort of stuff. Anyway, these fades are me cutting out, like, minutes of staring at the map that I was looking at so I could figure out exactly what the hell was going on. Because a lot of the stuff would be simple if you just, you know, poked around, but in the rat race of efficiency, sometimes you fuck up a little, you do. Yeah, this is very strange journey. We get 2,000 magnetite. Not bad. Can always go for more magnetite. Even though magnetite's not necessarily a scarce resource in this game. Especially when we get to the third and final side quest that I feel was just put in the game for your magnetite issues if you were having them. Anyway, you don't need to go up there. I just showed that off because, you know, another piece of dialogue. The path I'm showing you right now is the way to get some treasure. Everything else is just dipsing around, and it's like, it's another way to lead you up to the entrance, or from the entrance to there. Ooh, we get a disc stone. That's not bad. But yeah, I think this whole recording session was like an hour, and there was a lot of just poking around in here. Things don't have to be difficult. Sometimes we make things difficult. And we get a disc poison. I don't think either are going to be incredibly necessary for the fight coming up, but having disc stones is nice. Anyway, you need to be on a new moon to get through that door, so yeah. And what that little message is saying is that every item tile, or like item like thing here, is spiked. Now, fortunately, it's not like any of these are, like, super hard. If you don't wipe out these Katakawaras, or however you pronounce it, it's likely you'll get Mudoed, so hurry up, even. And I have no idea what this, like, soundtrack is supposed to be. We get a magical mirror out of it, not bad. Again, not too useful. Well, no. It could be useful for this fight. I'm mostly thinking of one of its more dangerous skills is, Almighty, I believe. Spiked! This arrangement is probably a little more scary, but again, not too bad, especially since we have Agilao on Jimenez. And I believe they are all weak to Agilao. Of course, they're also all weak to getting fucking beat up, and we're doing quite the fine job of that. And hey, leveled up, not bad. Throw that into our agility because I want to be fast. And we get a Soma out of that, which is really good. As always, I believe Somas are full party HP and MP restoration. Because I don't know if Soma drops are in this game, but I can't remember if there is an SMT game where Somas are just for one person. But it's stuck in my head this hard, so it's gotta be the case. Oh no, don't do that, kid. What do we got this time? We've got two, Nozuchis. They look, vaguely different. And I forgot to pay attention to Gibo eyes, I believe. I forgot I installed that. Because by the time I'd recorded this... Yeah, they absorb guns somehow. I don't know how that works. By the time I recorded this, the last time I'd played Soul Hackers was... Look at them drink it all down. God, it was almost... It was like 4 months, and you know how that goes. Ooh, chicken carcass, yay. And we get a stun grenade. Not bad. Forget exactly what stun grenades do. I don't, like, know what element it tosses out. Pretty simple fight here, it's just hit the enemy really hard, and there it goes. And we get intelligence incense out of it, which is absolutely fantastic. Throw that onto Nemissa, when you please. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to heal up, get some MP, because you kind of want to be topped out for the boss. Of course, we still have a little more treasure to get, but... But for sure, when you get to the boss, you want to be topped out, because, it's not like it's super hard. Hey, free chakra pod. Hey, is that me? Well, besides getting in trouble, I just want demons that fucking listen to me. And 2 Skogsters, I believe. Yep, Skogster. The boss isn't especially difficult, but... You know. Especially when you approach it like I end up approaching it. And nothing but a level for Nemissa. And we learn Zionga. And we get a physical mirror out of it too. Not bad. And if you're not aware at this point, Zionga is just a straight up upgrade to Zio. It's all good. Ooh, another chakra pot. Lovely. Nothing! And I believe that's every treasure chest in this place. Even if I didn't check over there, take my word for it, I got everything. And so this is how I, advance the lunar cycle. Since there's no enemies in here, it's, pretty easy to just go. I'm willing to bet it doesn't even have to be, full moon, but... You know, better safe than sorry. Just a little extra effort. So, if you were smart, you would summon a full squad of demons, preferably people that have Agilao, Maragi, even just Agi at this point would be fantastic. Or you could be like me and be a big fucking dope and forget to summon your demons. At least I remember to save. Anyway, boss time.
Souls, get these souls! Give me disgusting, beautiful,
What is that thing? Is it humans stuck together? Is this some program that's gone berserk?
Give it to me! Sadness, happiness, I want to be stronger, weak. Do not want live, die. Eat souls, eat you, hatred, tasty, anger, tasty, Tasty! Dirty souls. Good. Evil.
This guy has some really bad energy coming off of him. Is this thing collecting the negative energy in people's hearts?
Who follows will grow. To the end. To the end of the world. Bring down the moon. Beauty. Ugliness. Kill them all. Take souls. There's wine. Who follows will live. Multiply. Give me your soul. You will become. Who follows.
That speech pattern genuinely unnerves me for some reason. Anyway, let's fight Follows. The whole way this fight is gonna work is he starts out with 3 Elrons, however you pronounce that. Probably should have summoned. Follows resists mostly fucking everything. But he doesn't actually make any moves for like 6 turns. So you're free to just start kind of picking apart the Alt-Rains all you want. Like I said, it resists pretty much everything. It's weak to fire. I didn't read what the Zoma said. It said something about horning? Huh. This is when I realized that maybe some fucking magic would work. But like Nizrak, Shawana, would have been perfect. Also, anything that buffs your, like if you have anything with Rakukaja, that's gonna be absolutely paramount because, Follows hits like a fucking dump truck, he does. He's having some healing, maybe some Sukukajas. Wouldn't be half bad. But definitely Rakukaja, because 4 Rakukajas kind of turns this fight into a slog. But, better a slog that you can win than just an impossibly difficult HP sponge, you know? Hey, past me, fucking bring out Shawana, you coward. Try to summon Aravada again for some reason. Anyway, also having Medea constantly going is gonna be pretty good because he throws out some attacks. If you're in a Missa sufficiently fast and on the Zeo path, you could stun lock this guy. But I'm not sufficiently fast enough because I have been working on my speed enough. And that's Necro Dogma. It's really a strong skill, but again, we've got so many Rakukajas on us that it turned out okay, it did. I don't think it's as powerful as, like, the Megiddo class of spells, but it is almighty, and if I'm not mistaken, it really does just hit pretty hard. Let me see if I can find that. Necro Dogma is, pretty strong. One exact numbers, though. Yeah, it's weaker than any the Megiddo spells, but it also does splash damage, so it can be a little scary. Plus, when they're throwing shit out like Maragi, and it can be rough. But after a while, it does eventually just kind of boil down into slam the A button with all your DPS skills going. If you got Arvada with Maypatra. And hell, that even worked out pretty good since the confusion worked out in our favor. Unfortunately, Maypatra does not cure poison. Which sucks, but it is what it is. I doubt Valiant Dance will work, but you ever get... Sometimes you have, like, those random, boss kinks that seem to just work. Like how the golem in, if I'm not mistaken... No, yeah, I think it was the golem in Chrono Trigger. It's really fucking difficult, but when you, use Hypno Wave on it, it just sleeps for the entire fight. But yeah, like we see there, if you're sufficiently fast enough, paralysis can really stop any boss susceptible to it in their tracks. And if you're in the, damn, not bad. If you're on the Agi path, having Agilao at this point is gonna hit really hard. As in so hard that you might not even really need to bother setting up. Because Maragi will demolish the Elrons. Agilao will just eat through Umphalos before it can really get a lot done on you. And there we go, we chopped him down.
Ooh, that was pretty unpleasant, wasn't it? Oof, did I get any on me?
I get the feeling this Umphalos thing is more than just a program gone bad.
Because it was going after souls, right? Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe just a bit.
The Phantom Society wants souls. Humans have souls. Souls are spirits. I wonder what this means. Maybe it's some kind of energy source?
We're getting on the right path, but we won't worry about it for now. We'll save that for next time on Soul Hackers. See you guys then!